Hello, 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 hello. Ignore background noises. Oh, except that one. That one I need to know. There we go.
Little Goody Two-Shoes.
Hooray! Okay, we are officially back for Little Goody Two-Shoes for today. Make sure I can still kind of get to where I need to. The Mac is so difficult. I need another monitor. But that's okay. Hello, everybody. Hello. How are all of you today? The lovely, lovely people. Oh, I forgot to invite my friends. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to pull you over here. Dum dum. Dum dum. Oh, I guess it's just going to be a lonely day. I can't give away the code. So, they have the old code. I think that still works. If somebody wants to join. Not much I can really do there. Okay, so back to Little Goody Two-Shoes. Last time we unlocked the Snek DLC. So now we are going to destroy the village in other ways. It'll be great. Trust me. I'm so adorable. Hi, puppy. You want to come in and join us? Oh, hi, sweet baby. It's okay. You can come sit. Alrighty. So, what dastardly deeds are we going to do today? Bum, bum, bum. Here we go. Elma with the chickens. Marlin with the apples. Let's see. I think I prefer apples. What items? I've got some ointment. Okay. Some of those. Okay. Good. Looks like I got a little wiggle room now. We'll see how long that lasts. And where was I at last time? Hello, boys. I'm at a complete loss. Still can't make sense of the fountain, Mr. Heinrich? Can't make sense of anything these days, that's what. Folks are convinced I had something to do with the windmill. Nonsense, lad. You never do such a thing out of spite. We all know it. It could have happened to any of us. You ought to stand your ground, Eugene. You're too kind, Heinrich. Folks are rather restless, that's for sure. With all these going on, Elise. Elise! I thought you'd be in class. Mrs. Dorothea's insisting Aphel should rest for the day. Oh, Elise, did Aphel truly see the... Oh, wait, that's Linda. Oh, Elise, did Aphel truly see the... What are you talking about, Mrs. Linda? Aphel says he saw the witch. Jacob, what did I tell you? I'm sorry, Mama. I saw no such thing, Mrs. Linda. The poor lad's still frightened, I'm certain. That said, I wouldn't want my Jacob to believe such notions. Of course, Miss Linda. But Elise, Aphel said you saw her too. Enough of this nonsense, Jacob. Well, Mama... Ah, yes, gaslighting children. My favorite pastime. Oh, to think I've been relying on her so heavily these days. On your... Okay. On your way to pay Lebka-chan a visit, Elise? I have to, Mrs. Marley. A poor lass must be so overwhelmed. Olive Kieferberg is going to her for reassurance after all. Ah, Elise, Lisbeth here was meaning to ask you. Oh, Mrs. Marley, I wouldn't want to. Ask me what, Miss Lisbeth? You see, Ethel's been telling me about what he saw in the woods. It's only natural, Mrs. Lisbeth. Ethel was rather frightened when I found him, so I suppose... Oh, Elise, I truly wouldn't want to imply, but... No, I understand, Mrs. Lisbeth. I told you, Lisbeth, he's been hearing old Jochin spreading this nonsense all about town all week. It's only natural he would be frightened of the witch. Even if I was frightened in the woods, to be honest. Oh, Elise, I can't thank you enough. About that. Okay, right, so Lebka-chan collapsed. Well, my suspicion's at 0, but I like to be thorough. Everyone's losing their minds today. I would agree, I'm certain. Who, me? You've seen how moody everyone's been all week, lass. Folks don't know what to believe anymore. Nobody's in their right mind. Orderly is turning to prayer. Bertha's scared witless. Mrs. Bertha? I'd say what happened to Apfel has frightened her, you see. You didn't see anything in those woods yesterday, did you, Elise? No, Mrs. Loreley, I didn't. What use is there in tormenting the poor lass, Loreley? She would have told Olive Kieferberg had she seen anything. I suppose, but... Mrs. Mechtild, right, Miss Loreley? Lad is safe and sound, thanks to Elise. We mustn't forget that. You're right, Mrs. Mechtild. You're right. Maybe I'm starting to lose my mind. Hello, Freya. Not you too, Freya. Oh, Elise, I don't think I can bring myself to smile today. Then don't, Freya. Folks are already upset enough as it is, Elise. They don't need me moping about town, too. You'll never learn, will you? Mrs. Lisbeth, I can't help but worry about her. Mr. Eugene's leaving, and now Lebka-chan, too? Things are looking grim, I suppose. I must admit I've been busier than usual, but it's Mrs. Wilma who's been trying my patience the most, if I'm honest. Yours and mine. I'll go visit Lebka-chan later today. There's a veil of hers I've been mending too. She'll be happy to see you, Freya. Oh, Freya, what a good friend. Hey, chickens. Yoink. Hello, piggies. Hello, piggies. It's the piggies. Yeah. It's best you don't come about these parts, lass. Guido's with reason, Elise. Why? Father Hans said it's the best folks don't wander up here. For the time being, at least. Because of what happened, I suppose. Did you have any business up there, Elise? Of course not, Mr. Finn. What could the lass be wanting to do up there anyhow? Now, About those weevils. I'll take the entire day to pick them all off that grain. Can you even do such a thing? Some of it will have to go to the pigs, I'm certain. Just our luck, huh? Dog. Okay. Oh, that's a shame. Okay. Get some more delicious coffee. A puppy. Yoink. Uh-oh. It's me boys! They're my favorite. Kieferberg's in shambles, that's what. Our grain is ruined, our fountain's dry. There's a witch out and about. You're making too much of it, Mrs. Wilma. Is she, Elise? Isn't she, Bernhard? I understand we're dealing with something we don't truly... An absolute nightmare! That's what this is. The way I see it, it's not the witch we ought to be worried about. It's Kieferberg. I understand what you're trying to say, Mr. Ludwig. Well, I don't. We're clearly dealing with a witch. Whoever it is, they're trying to ruin us, that's what. No, my boy! Don't fall for it. Actually, yes, fall for it. Why am I still on Elise's side? Stealing Eugene's horses, taking Aphel into the woods. This person is a proper menace. We must stay alert. It's not one of us, Ludwig. You didn't believe in any of this yesterday, Miss Wilma. Aphel claims you've seen it, Elise. Maybe he just wants attention, Wilma. Either way, folks, we ought to find out what's going on and fast. Okay, off we go. Blum 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 blum. Took you long enough, Rosamarine. Elise, I finally got luck to settle down in the granary. More importantly, Rosamarine, we ought to be rather careful about town today. Folks are losing their mind. I heard something happened to the fountain, but... Stay close to me, you hear? All right, Elise. Folks are more than willing to believe there's a witch now, Rosamarine. If we're not careful, they'll turn against us. You seem frightened, Elise. I have good reason to be frightened, Rosamarine. Not only for my own sake, either. Oh, you're so silly, Elise. Huh? You don't have to worry about me. I wasn't. It's not like that. Look at you. You've gone bright red. Oh, for goodness sake. I see. I'll call for you if I need help, all right? I'll be here, Elise. I don't know, Brunhild. Why don't you have a word with her, Tristan? With whom, Mrs. Brunhild? It's Linda. She worries too much for her own good. That certainly sounds like Miss Linda. The poor lass will end up like Mrs. Odeley at this rate, Tristan. I'll see what I can do. She'd best busy herself at the festival, I'd say. Wasn't she lending a hand already? It's Jacob she's fretting about, you see. Wants him by her side at all times. Won't let him go play, even. I can't say I don't understand, but... Anyhow, I gave the lads my word I'd lend a hand with the weevils. Weren't you fetching some water for Linda, Tristan? After I'm back from the well, Brunhild. Okay. Still got them bapples out, I see. The bapply bapples. Okay. Into the church. Oh. Coffee. Huh. I can only thank Mr. Gustav for being so firmly against it. I'm certain they'd find the serpent's bite on my neck. Right, they were going to search her. All right, and oh, that is a kitty. Hi, Snickers. Something was rubbing against my leg, and I was like, I don't know if that's a bug or a cat. It's a cat. It's a cat. She does this thing where she like comes close enough that like her whiskers will rub against you, and then she'll just kind of stand there, and it's like, okay. She's a good kitty. I love her. Oh, there you are, Elise. How is she, Mrs. Dorothea? She's tired is all. Mrs. Gretel and I tucked her into bed just now. I suppose it's best to let her rest, but I'd say so too, Elise. At least we know what's causing Levkuchen's fainting. What do you mean, Mrs. Dorothea? Why, we don't know what caused Athel's fever. Or why those crows were about town yesterday, or what truly happened in the windmill, or why the fountain's not working. Ah, I suppose. Oh, Elise, it's too much. Okay. Help Elma with the chicken. Help Marlin with the apples. Okay. Hey, I got pretzels. Okay. Okay. So, let's go in here. Here we go. Quickly, Elise, won't you pick me some apples? What's the rush, Mrs. Marlin? Why, with all that's going on, lass, Lord knows if we'll ever have an orchard tomorrow. All right, I'll do it. I'd say that's a bit of an overreaction, but it doesn't matter, Elise. Please be quick about it. Okay. Yes. Oh. Apples are good for the soul. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120,
Okay. I'd say that went well. I do find it interesting how the apples fall in bunches of good and bad. Yay! When they coated it, they must have bundled those together. Nope, we're good.
Hooray! We win! I'm so blessed to have you, Elise. I'll have plenty of apples even if the orchard catches fire. Why in the Lord's name would the orchard catch on fire? I don't know, Elise. Why would that happen? It's best we don't question such things, Elise. Here you go, dear, for your time. We have money.
Bread. Oh, this strudel. There we go. Okay. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. And I bet everybody's there, too. Oh, yep, and it's a forced. Okay. Okay, so I've saved, I've fed myself. Okay. Okay. Well, YOLO. Now that we're all gathered here, folks.
Oh, we're losing our minds, Father.
This week hasn't been easy for Kieferberg, as we all know. That said, we have decided to ask Primaldorf for support. Primaldorf, you say? We cannot compromise the festival at all, as you understand. Are you certain we've considered every option, Father? Kieferberg isn't what it once was, Ludwig. We need their help. We will be patrolling the outskirts in the evenings as well. That's reasonable. That should make sleep easier, that's for certain. The protection of Kieferberg and our neighbors is in order, folks.
What happened to poor Ethel was bad enough. Oh, Father, but who is to carry out our nightly prayers?
Naturally, the church's doors will be open to all, regardless.
What about the windmill and the fountain?
There's still water in the well, Wilma. No need to fret.
Oh, but who knows how long that well will last? It's not as though the fountain's sustaining the well, is it? What would you know, lassie?
I'm at a loss regarding the fountain, if I'm honest.
Wasn't there some sort of blockage, Mr. Ludwig?
We're going to have to disassemble it.
Why doesn't she try it, Finn? With those toothpick fingers of hers, I'd say she gets the job done rather easily.
This isn't the time to provoke the lass, Wilma.
She's so keen to stick her nose into everything, Ludwig. Might as well teach her a little lesson, wouldn't you say?
Let's not get carried away, Wilma. We're not here to...
Why, that's a terrific idea. Elise, that's dangerous. You'll get hurt. Oh, dear Lord, she's getting in there. I'll show you all.
A black snake was in the fountain.
Oh, Kieferberg is done for. The witch! It's the witch, the devil herself!
That's enough!
We can't lose our heads. We must remain calm. You folks can't...
Calm? How are we to remain calm, Father?
Everyone's dismissed. Back to work. Gustav and I will have a word about this.
Uh-oh. The Snek boy hath cometh. He has cometh to cause the problems. The Snek boy problems. The only Snek boys can make. Oh. Okay.
Help Linda chop some wood, play Kiss the Rat with the kids.
There she is. Come now, Odalie, there's hardly any need for all that howling. I'm surprised you're not on her side about this, Miss Bertha. Odalie's convinced you conjured up that serpent, Elise. We all saw it with our very eyes, Bertha. We saw nothing of the sort. Elise might very well be the witch for all we know. Why, that said, we can't point fingers at everyone in town, Odalie. Punishing all of Kieferberg out of fear isn't the answer. Oh, good Lord, we're done for. I can't even have a word with Lupkuchen either, because you folks hounded her day and night. Leave Odalie to me, Elise. Kieferberg will be done if we carry on like this. Elise, I was looking for you, dearie. Looking for me, Miss Mitchtoad? You see, I was hoping to have a word with Ariane. I've been struggling quite a bit lately, you see. Struggling with what, Mrs. Mitchtoad? Oh, it's rather embarrassing, but I can no longer do many of my house chores. This terrible tremor won't let me wash my dishes or my laundry.
Oh, dear. Yeah, she has Parkinson's. Or it just could be because she's old. Either way.
Won't you tell her I need her to stop by tonight, Elise? I would tell her myself, but this would be the 4th time this week, you see. Of course, Mrs. Mitchtold, I'll let her know.
Do you have a moment, Elise?
Certainly, Father.
I would like to ask you to go easier on the folks.
Easier, Father?
Practice patience, Elise, now more than ever. Your pulling out that serpent this morning has upset some folks.
I don't think that's fair, Father. Miss Wilma was the one who provoked me to do it in the first place.
I understand, Elise, but folks are restless. Today has been rather challenging, as you know.
I hope you're having this conversation with Miss Odalie as well. Mrs. Bertha, Mrs. Brunhild, and old Jochen, too.
Certainly, Elise.
It's you.
I forgot what she wanted.
I have an offer for you, Elise. Out of my sight, Martha. I've had enough trouble for one day. But I I think you'd like to hear this. Out with it, then. I don't have all day. But it would be for free. How about you give me some hearty soup? Why, I don't think so, Muffs. We had an agreement, Elise.
We might as well hear her out.
You're lucky I don't want any trouble, Mindy. Out with it now. What did you have to tell me? Oh, you're so generous. Out with it! Mary, right now before I... You don't have to threaten me, Elise. Why, you threaten me every day, you little... I heard my auntie talking about a search. A search? Folks are losing their minds over that serpent you pulled out of the fountain. They want to search everyone in town. I'll put in a good word for you, Elise. But you ought to promise you'll bring me some apple strudel tomorrow. Oh, to hell with you, Molly. Out of my sight.
I'd best be prepared for tomorrow. Okay, well... Here we go. Let's buy some. Buy one of those. And then buy one of those. Bread. Pretzel. What do I have to sell? See you, Granny.
Tell me if there's anything you need, Elstery.
Okay. Get that. Let's see, Linda chopped some wood. Yeah. We can do that. Yeah, we gotta go this way anyway. We'll just wrap around. Hello, gents. It's cruel, I tell you. That's all it is.
What's cruel, Mr. Heinrich?
Blaming Eugene for what happened to the windmill lass. I must confess, I'd rather it be a witch than a neighbor. Now, I wouldn't go that far, but Eugene wouldn't.
You, Mr. Heinrich?
That serpent you pulled out of the fountain, Elise. Folks couldn't do such a thing.
Wouldn't you say it crawled into our fountain by itself?
Not likely. Whatever happened in Kieferberg, it's starting to compromise our livelihood, and we can't have that. We must make the most of those patrols, that's what.
There's something I'd like to ask you, Elise. There's something I'd like to ask you too, Rosamarine. Then you go first. Do you happen to know anything about that? The black serpent you pulled out of the fountain? That's what you were going to ask me about, huh? Black serpents are a bad omen, you see. There's something I haven't told you. What is it, Elise? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I can't bring myself to tell her about that serpent. I fed sausage to Flock this morning. A sausage? He looked like he truly wanted it, and I couldn't. Oh, it's no wonder he was throwing a temper tantrum then. He must have wanted more. I suppose.
Okay, hello.
Ah, Mrs. Ariane, I was meaning to ask you. Is it Mrs. Mechtild? She says she needs you to help her out again tonight, yes. The poor thing. Old age truly doesn't forgive, does it? When did this start, Miss Ariane? Oh, just last week, Elise. I caught her trying to wash her sheets by the well, you see. She could have asked me. Miss Mechtild is rather stubborn, you know that. Tell her I'll be right there after supper. All right, Mrs. Ariane. Bloop. Yeah. Did you find her, Elise? Miss Ariane says she'll come by right after supper, Mrs. Mechtild. Thank you, Elise. Here's something for you. Aww. You don't have to, Mrs. Mechtild. Oh, it's the least I can do, my dear. There will come a day when I truly won't be able to do anything after all. Mrs. Mechtild.
La 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 la. Okay, let's go check the well.
That's absolutely will not do, Gustav. Wilma's right.
My screen went blank.
We all need is someone to... What are you two pestering Mr. Gustav for?
They're all valid concerns, ladies, but I ought to say...
No, I don't think you understand, Gustav. We must make certain there is no witch in Kieferberg. I have a suggestion. If we throw folks off the cliff, see if they fly or not. Very funny, Elise.
The lass is right, ladies. We must be reasonable here.
Things can only get worse if we don't act now, Gustav. Things can get better too, Mrs. Elma. All you want is to be in Gustav's good books, lassie. All I want, Mrs. Wilmot, is some peace and quiet around here for once. That's why we must find the witch lass.
Good grief. Oh. Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss. The game.
I'm glad to see there's some cheer left in you, Lisbeth. I have much to thank you for, Mrs. Merrily. You do look better, Miss Lisbeth. We spent a couple of hours at Miss Merrily's with you, see.
Hello, phone.
I knew you could use some time away from these goings-on. I must say, however, I'm a little fearful myself, too. You, Mrs. Merrily? Folks are losing their wits, Elise.
This one's actually a lot like my grandma.
We were sewing for the festival, and even then, every conversation led back to the crows or apfel or the fountain. I see. Thinking ill of each other, accusing each other. I've had just about had it.
Shopping time. Oh, it's you. Elise, was it? I'm buying. Okay, what do we got? Grape juice. The grapiest of juices. Let's try with flour. So, which is a modest price. There we go. Okay. Now let's buy. Got ointments and okay. Okay, let's see. So that just cranks out the whole thing. Okay. I think I'm going to buy the St. Walpurgis oil because that way when my thing gets slow, I can just plop it in and crank it up. Okay, then I don't have enough for the hearty soup, but I do let's see, have enough for some bandages. I'm sure will come in handy. Yeah, goodbye, Miss Wilma. Okay. There we go. All right. Now, let's... I want to help with the wood chopping. Sometimes there's people up here. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, man. All right. And let's go. Hello, Flea.
It's awful, isn't it, Elise? What Father Hans said earlier. Everybody's talking ill of each other behind their backs, Elise. Isn't that how it's always been? Oh, I know all that. Yet you hate it, is that it? I do hate it, Elise. That snake is going to get you quite an earful too, I'd wager. Oh, to hell with that nonsense, Freya. You'll never reach old age if you keep fretting like this. It's not as though I can help it. She's well on her way to becoming just like them, that's what. I've seen the toll it's taking on Papa, too. Mr. Gustav does have a lot to worry about, I guess. He hasn't been spending much time at home either, always talking with Father Hans with the lads. Folks aren't going easy on him, that's for certain.
Oh, Flea. Ah! Come back, I can't see.
Yoink.
All right. And...
La, 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 la.
All right, anybody out here? Okay. Got 9. Okay. We will. Hello.
Oh, Elise! What's the matter, Mrs. Linda? One can't help but feel down with all these goings on, huh? I suppose that's true. Oh, well, won't you chop me some wood for the hearth, Elise? Of course, Miss Linda. Yeah, I won't take too long. Be careful with that hatchet. Last thing we want is you getting hurt.
Yeah. Okay. Whew. Remember the buttons. A, chop, B, kick. Got it. Ah! Well, that ain't going well. Okay, round 2. I think that one went pretty well, actually. You know what? I can live with an A rank, considering how much I messed up there. No, I think we're good.
My snicker. Oh, my kitty take a nappy.
Hooray! I win!
Oh, this is perfect, Elise. Thank you. You can have this. Thank you, Mrs. Linda. I might even ask you to fetch me some eggs tomorrow. You never know with these goings on, do you?
Alrighty. It's evening time. Alright. Make sure she has food. Okay. Got some of those, got that. So let's focus now on getting her. I think we've got plenty of stuff for hearts. So now let's focus on getting her food. Okay. Oh, great. Fountain's working. And Lepkichin is up and moving. Ay. All right, and I am buying. All right, and buy that. One of those. All right. See you, Granny. Alrighty. What time is it? I should also check the... Oh, hi! Hi, Mari. I'm sorry. I have a kind of rickety setup. How are you today? It's been a while. I apologize. Alrighty. Let's see. Yep, everything's working fine, it looks like. Alrighty. To keep your... Yes, I do apologize. If you're ever in chat and you're typing something and I don't see it, I apologize. I need another screen here at some point, and I just haven't gotten to the point where... yeah. Where I can afford that at the moment. So until I get that, it's kind of a rickety setup, but we're getting better as we go.
What am I to do, Lepkichin? Give him time, Mrs. Lisbeth. Ethel's still struggling, is he? He's rather agitated, yes. That aside, Elise, I've been meaning to ask you. Ethel insists you two saw someone in the woods. Alas, of all things. I don't know what Ethel claims to have seen, but I don't know, Elise. He's been very insistent.
Gaslight the child!
Still, Mrs. Lisbeth, I'm certain it was all very frightening is all. I wouldn't want to doubt your word, Elise. This is so unlike him, I'm starting to believe him.
Aha. Well, not much you can do there. You can only flat out deny for so long before, you know. Alright, let's save here. Yep, save the progress. There we go. Okay, let's go running around here a little bit before we... Boop.
Oh, Jochan's not going to waste his chance, I tell you. His chance to do what, Mrs. Lauralee?
Why,
Find the witch, Elise.
I'm not certain we're to trust his judgment, Lauralee.
Father Hans isn't lifting a finger. Who else are we to rely on? Mr. Gustav, clearly. He's done more for Kieferberg than Father Hans ever could.
Gustav's struggling, however, as we all are. Yes, he's doing his best to keep Kieferberg together. The lass is right.
Still, neither Gustav nor Father Hans will chase that witch out of Kieferberg. What we need is someone who will.
I'm not certain old Jochan is the one we need, Lauralee. We ought to trust Gustav. He'll find a way. Hey. La la la. Oh, man. Can't say I'm glad to hear that, lad.
Hear what, Mrs. Elma?
That I'm leaving Lass. For good.
I thought you'd stay, Mr. Eugene.
Don't think so, unfortunately. I would leave too if I were your...
I would leave too if I were your age and with these goings on. You, Mrs. Elma? Kieferberg's changed, Elise. Things were different back in my day. More prosperous.
Primaldorf has more to offer young folks, that's for certain.
Who would have thought?
There we go. Alrighty. Nothing here we need.
Hi, piggies.
What are you doing, Muffy?
Eek! Elise, why are you hiding here, Miffy? You saw nothing. I'm not here. I'm at home, sleeping, making the beds.
Hiding from your aunt again, aren't you?
Oh, please don't tell her I ran off. She's working me like a donkey, Elise.
Is that so?
Sweeping, washing clothes, cleaning out the chimney. I've had it, Elise.
Mrs. Lorley has always been demanding, I suppose.
She's not demanding, she's wicked.
Wicked, you say? Yoink.
Plump. La 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 la.
What do we got over here? Children. And Freya, who we love dearly.
There she is, Aspel. Why don't you ask her?
Ask me what?
Ethel's going over what happened yesterday, Elise. He's rather tired, and you saw her too, Elise. I know it. Who did you see, Ethel? I didn't see anyone, Ethel. Oh, Elise, what are we to do about this? I saw her. She had yellow eyes and You're tired, Ethel. I know it was frightening. I was frightened too. Elise is right, Ethel. It's best you rest now. Why don't you go play with Grun and Jacob?
Gaslight child. Child successfully gaslit.
Elise! What's the matter, Rosamarine? Folks have been looking at me all day is all. You don't think they know?
They don't know anything, Rosamarine.
We can't forget you're still a stranger to Kieferberg. I don't remember getting these looks on Monday, Elise.
They're wary because of what happened today is all.
I suppose.
I mean, she did arrive and all this bad stuff did immediately start happening, so... Okay. I don't want to bump that up yet. Let's go. I think there was a thing over here. That's what this is all about, I tell you.
There's no such ill will in Kieferberg, Wilma.
What's the matter?
Oh, I'm certain he has something to do with it.
Wilma's convinced someone
is trying to sabotage her in, Elise.
It's that Eugene, I'm certain. He's jealous my business is still up and running, that's what.
Mr. Eugene? Are you aware of what you're saying, Miss Wilma?
Clearly not, Elise. Wilma's letting all this get to her.
Aren't we all, Madeline?
You folks are too afraid to name names, that's what. It's a matter of respect.
It's a matter of respect, Wilma.
Respect for whom? The witch?
Oh, what are we to do then, Wilma?
It's best I shut my mouth before they turn on me. Hello. Let's keep calm, folks. Losing our tempers isn't going to fix anything.
What's wrong with the fountain now?
Could you have damaged it earlier, Elise? That could very much be the case.
I don't think so, but...
Even if she had, it wouldn't be enough to cause this. What are we to make of this, Heinrich? How am I to know such a thing? It's Not only the fountain either. The well is also.
The well?
It's overflowing, Elise.
How can a well overflow?
I'm at a complete loss. Let us just wait and see.
Why, I'm about to sit and wait for my home to be flooded.
I must say, I do agree, Father. It might be all we can do. It truly is all we can do, Heinrich. Losing our minds won't help. We must persevere. This isn't looking too good for us here in Kieferberg, is it? My words are starting to get bubbly. Let's get into witching hour. And then a lot can happen in 15 minutes. We're not dealing with regular folk here.
Oh, but what if it's not folk we're dealing with, Mr. Bernhard? Lord knows that what could happen to Kieferberg at this rate.
It's too much to keep track of, folks. The horses, Affel, our grain being riddled with weevils, and now this flooding. I must say I'm at a loss myself.
You, Mr. Gustav?
All of Kieferberg is confused, Elise.
That we're rather defeated. We're everything but defeated, Elise.
The lass is right, Brunhild. Now, I wouldn't say she's right, Gustav. We've been slowly giving in to this witch, haven't we? Take inspiration from Elise herself.
I'm not sure I'd go that far, Mr. Gustav. She did rescue Affel, that's for certain. We have much to
learn from the lass. You may be right, Gustav. We ought to stand strong.
Hey! Okay, Ludwig with the apples. Marley chops some wood. I prefer apples. Now that I got my all suspicion-like down, we can save. And
would you lend me a hand, lass?
What do you need, Mr. Ludwig?
I was hoping you could pick some apples for me. But I don't have enough loaf. Let's see. Yeah. Fill her up. Let's do it. Yeah. Oh, let's do it. Yay! Let's do this. 2. Oh no! Oh no! Oh! Yay, I didn't die. Who throws an anchor from a tree? Anvil. It's not an anchor, it's an anvil. Close enough. They're both heavy metal. Close enough. Ay. Ay. No. Apples for everybody. Didn't you go a little overboard, lass?
Mrs. Bertha won't have to go to that orchard anytime soon, will she?
I wouldn't hear the end of it if she did. For your trouble, Elise. Dang, thank you, Mr. Ludwig. Okay. Are you joining the patrols, lass?
Oh, why would I, Mr. Wilhelm?
Makes two of us then, I see. The lads won't let me go. The ingrates. Ingrates? I'm very much capable despite my age.
Ah, I see.
You too, Elise. You rescued the poor lad, and yet, if anyone should be out there, it'd be you. Get all saved up here. Here we go. Let's do a loop.
You should be heading home, Elise. I know, Mr. Tristan.
We're making certain folks aren't wandering about, is all. I'm trying to keep folks at ease, too, given the rumors.
Folks are frightened and confused, Eugene. It's not personal.
Relieved you'll be leaving Kieferburn next week, aren't you? More than you can imagine, Tristan.
You'll be missed, Eugene. That I know for certain. We must do something, Marlin. Get a hold of yourself, Brunhild. Is everything all right? Everyone's losing their minds, Elise. That's what. There's no need to be cruel, Marlin. Barnhart's out there, too.
As he ought to be, Brunhild. We need them to patrol.
Marlin's right, Brunhild. I'm certain they'll be all right. Elise has it right. She made it out of the woods, and with Apfel in tow. We must trust our men, Brunhild.
Okay.
Yoink. Piggies, good night.
Okay. Here we go. Run, 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 run. Oh, good. They got the well cleaned up. Good for them. And unfortunately, you don't really want sitting water. as much as possible above ground. I'm buying. Let's see. Let's buy one of those. Good. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think that should be more than enough. All right, and talk to him. Speaking of which, Gustav, we ought to head on home, I'd wager. And don't dawdle, Elise. Everyone's to stay home this evening.
Of course, Father.
It's important we keep a good grasp on who's out and about tonight.
What do you mean, Mr. Gustav?
We're taking turns on patrol, you see. We must make certain the same thing doesn't happen again.
What happened with Atfel? I understand.
That's why you and your cousin best stay home tonight, Elise.
Certainly, Mr. Gustav.
This ordeal has been going on long enough.
It's about time you do something, that's for certain.
Children! I haven't gaslit any children in a while. Maybe Elise could give it a try, Gruen.
Give what a try? Give what a try? Atfel won't talk to anyone about it. He won't eat, he won't sleep, he won't even talk to Mommy.
That can't be good.
Do you think you can try talking to him, Elise? Atfel says you saw it too, Elise. Saw what? He said there was someone else in the woods, a lass he didn't recognize. A lass? So you don't know anything about it, Elise? Of course not. Don't be silly, Jacob. Atfel says he doesn't want to talk about it, but... That's all right, Gruen. Granny Marlin said he'll talk when he's ready. Save! Yes. All right. And we've done all of our village talking. I didn't go into the church. Oh, that's concerning. Have you come here to pray? No? It doesn't make a difference to you at this point, does it? You see, we golden maidens are conflicted beings.
Huh?
He saved us, in a way. What was his blessing and the sacrifices we made? It's enough to forfeit our right to divine salvation, isn't it? What are you trying to say? That I'd rather share eternity with him and his entourage than face my rightful punishment in the pits of hell.
Basking in its holy glory, the image of Saint Walpurga solemnly watches over Kieferberg Church. I should actually save. Again. Saving is smart, and we should do that. If you take anything from Ori and the Blind Forest, it's that when in doubt, save.
because it will drop you off a cliff, and then you will have to reclimb that cliff. It's a party! What the names are you doing out here, Lepkachin? Waiting for your earful, it seems. I would have met you inside, for goodness sake. I'm fine, Elise. You're making too much of it. Your bread. Bread! Bread! You're out of your mind, Lep. Speaking of which, Elise, folks have been rather tense lately. I've noticed. I know you can look after yourself, but one good deed won't shield you from all of it, Elise. What do you mean? Folks have been talking ill about each other all day. Even Miss Marley hasn't been spared, you see. There's no need to fret, Leb. I'll make certain I hold my tongue. Make certain you stay home as well. Has she noticed I've been wandering out about at night? Elise. Of course, Leb, and you need to stop fretting. We don't want you fainting again. I will, in due time. Hello, Granny. I'm here to buy food. I ate that, so let's get that. Okay, we have one pretzel. Okay, we are full on food. Okay. So, good. Let's buy, yeah, 2 pretzels. That'll even out my missing whatchamajigs. I just bought pretzels, Granny. See ya. You ought to eat more, Elise. Eat up. Oh, can only eat what I can afford, Granny. It's best you head on home, Elise, before it gets any darker. Where are you folks going? It's time we head out on patrol. We must make certain Kieferberg's out of harm's way. Even if you say that, Ludwig. You've been going on these patrols all week, and yet... All the more reason to keep doing it, lass. Finn's right. We need to look out for each other. All I want is to let them have it. Be it the culprit or even the witch. Can't say I don't share the sentiment, Finn. At least we've managed to pick out the weevils somehow. I noticed you've managed to fix the fountain. That happened on its own. We don't know how. Oh, I would show those bastards. If only we knew who it is. Would they beat their own neighbors, I wonder? People are people. Yes. Okay. Have Din Din. This is a good spot to check, make sure everything's still working properly over here. And
Alright, seems everything is still on the up and up over here. Perfect.
Welcome home.
Hello, goat.
For goodness sake.
What's Flock doing inside, Rosa Marine?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was about to take him out to the greenery. Is everything all right, Elise? I'm tired is all. I'm not sure I should mention the serpent. Talking to Rosa Marine sometimes does more harm than good.
I'm sorry.
You're thinking of something, aren't you? I'll be heading out after supper, Rosa Marine. I was invited. Where to? By whom? By a serpent. Just the same as the crow, it invited me to its grove.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Oh, that's wonderful, Elise. I suppose.
Oh,
I'll be staying home this evening, Rosa. I'll be staying home this evening, if that's all right. Things didn't quite go so well last time, did they?
Rosa Marine. It's fate, Elise.
This is your fate, Elise. It was wrong of me to interfere. This is something you're to do for you, and you alone. You're right.
For goodness sake.
What is it, Flock? Can't you settle down?
I'm sorry.
I'll take him outside, Elise. He's been a little restless. And then we can have supper. A little too restless for my liking. I can hardly think of what that goat's hopping about. Well, I can hardly think what that goat hopping about. Still not allowed in the pantry, it seems. Okay. Say, Rosa Marie. Oh, I was about to head back inside. That's all right. I don't have much of an appetite anyhow. You don't have to justify yourself to me, Elise. No, I don't. I truly don't feel like eating, Rosa Marine. You've been rather secretive for a reason, I can tell. Rosa Marine, you don't have to tell me what happened yesterday. Or even about tonight, Elise. I suppose. As long as you're careful. As careful as I can be, anyhow. As careful as you need to be, Elise. All right. For goodness sake. I trust you to do what you feel is best for you, all right? Thank you, Rosa Marine. All right. Plop. Okay, here we go. Time to mess up some more. That's still pretty. La 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 la. All right, time to get me save on. Oh yeah. Yes. All right. What time? It is 1:08. All right. Since I don't know the next time I'm going to get around to playing this, we're going to just keep on
into... I suppose I could do a short stream tomorrow. I don't think I have to be at the place till 2. We'll see. We'll see. If I'm gonna be on it, I'll put the thing up tonight. There we go. And off we roll. Rolling right along in search of good times and good food with good friends you can't lose. Never make this a habit. Okay. And pretzel. Perfect. I do love this kind of, how they kind of got the background on like a spinning circular axis. That's neat. I like that. Save. Can you feel it, lass? My neck. It aches, doesn't it? It's that kiss of mine. You wretch, what did you do to me? You did well to find me in these depths. What is this? Something's withering. Come to me, lass. Sink deeper. I will give you nothing less than what you seek. That serpent's dangerous. I don't like it one bit. Well, then I guess we better save. Yes. Yes. Porcelain knife. Interesting. I'd best think twice before using this. That's what I get for running into things head first. I must find a way to get past these things, somehow. Oh, it's a locked gate. Who'd have thought? This gate is so heavy looking. I'm not strong enough to push it open. There's something on the other side, but how to get there? Ay, another porcelain knife. I'd best think twice before using this. Oh. Ah! Come back! I can't see! Hate when it does that. Okay. That one. Yikes. What in the... It moved. I'm safe. Whatever
sad thing is it doesn't seem to follow me onto solid ground.
Huh. Hello, Reaper. Oh, so I just made my life harder for me. Great. I hate that for me. Yep, that tracks. Yes. Okay, here. Get a porcelain knife. Items, porcelain knife, use. But I am still going to okay.
Oh, how foolish I was to think he would have granted me all my heart's desires. He didn't. I faltered in my resolve and my determination. If only I had taken the last step. Why didn't you? You will know in time. I suppose I will.
Hey, I got berries. Boo berries.
She faltered in her resolve, was it? Disturbed solely by the endless water stream, the moon's reflection graces its surface in everlasting companionship.
Okay. Save again, because I am probably, definitely, absolutely going to die. Okay, once again, check the everything here. We are good here. Perfect. Mm-hmm. Okay. Cannon gate. Okay. And item. Okay, and break her open, Bubba. Still awful. Hate that for me. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm sure that's a good omen. Hey, the door's open. But now he's waiting for me on the other side.
What in the Lord's name was that noise?
Yay! Oh, I hate that.
Lost in thought, as it were, the statue's gaze loses itself in solemn contemplation.
Oh, another gate! Hooray! Hey, a Sneky. Hello, Sneky boy.
I knew you'd show up sooner or later, Les.
Out with it!
Why don't we get this over with, Serpent? Where's the testament you promised me? My, I don't see the need to rush. I'm already bearing the sting of your bite, Serpent. What else is it you want from me? You received his gift, shared your flesh with that oaf of a crow. It is now my own turn to partake, lassie. It stings, doesn't it? What did you do to me, you wretch? Come find me on the further side of these gates. Show me your resolve. Traverse these steps. Only then shall I give you what you want.
Wait!
Won't you at least tell me your name, Serpent? It's Azil. Ugh.
Hate that. Hate that for everyone involved.
Don't mess with demons. Demons are no good. No good. They always do mean things.
Ugh. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna say any of their names. That's ugh. Okay, all locked.
Must be meant for some sort of key, but
Hey, a door opened somewhere. I don't know where, but it did. Ave Maria. Oh, wait. No, we're alive. Okay, never mind. Scratch the Ave Maria. We're alive.
I'll go mad if I stay here any longer.
Oh, no, you got plenty of flame. Yeah, save. Ugh. Hello.
You too will be bathed in gold, lass. All who meet him share the same fate. Did he not grant your wish? We golden maidens belong to him, lass, regardless of whether it is your wish he granted or if you were gifted to him.
What?
To think I was once in your shoes.
Gifted to him? Well, okay then. Sucks to suck. I'm just saying. Here we go. Lepkuchen.
Lebkuchen.
I'm sorry, Lepkuchen.
Lepkuchen? That couldn't be her.
Oh, but it could. No, it's not her.
Come, lass. Your goddess is a much needed. My goodness, you say? I know what you seek in these depths. That serpent's. The key to its burrows, yes. In this woodland, guarded by the masked beasts, is its second half. What about the first half? Make your way deeper into the lagoon, and I'll surrender it to you. What lagoon? Wait! For goodness sake.
Okay. Get our save on.
Hello, Burby. Thank you for helping me save. La 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 la. It's shining so bright. I can't see what's at the bottom. Illuminated from its depths, the water surface blooms as the iridescent shades of teal waltz in the gentle undulation. Okay.
I got berries. Okay, porcelain knife. Oh, there's more of them. Great. Okay, I got a key.
This ought to be it. I'd best find the other one. Devoid of any traceable expression, the statue's hand rests crossed across the chest in an elegant pose.
Berries. Yeah. Sometimes it's how it be. Corn. Rum, nom, nom, nom. Oh, pretty. Well, I wanted to break that face, but fine.
Come, Les. You ought to keep your word. I have my doubts as to whether you'll keep yours. Follow the moonlight, and you shall receive its graces.
I don't have... maybe there is no second key. Berries.
You've come to our rescue. Rescue? My other half has been shattered in 3, left to rot in these depths. I beg of you, find the great statues, uncover where they've kept my other half. You're giving me the other half of this key, surely. I'm not about to wander this lagoon for no purpose. I have what you seek, yes. Find my other half. Put us to rest, and I shall aid you as well. You better keep your word.
Ah, lovely.
These moon phases. I wonder what they're for. They seem to be connected somehow.
Okay.
Take heed. One's path is nothing but the reflection of one's ungodliness. Only an embrace of the new moon may one purify their sins.
Reflection in the new moon. Okay. So this is the half moon. Okay, so the new moon. Okay. Time. Yep, it is 1:30, so I am going to call it here. Next time we do Little Goody Two Shoes, I will probably move and start doing just back to, because my schedule is so sporadic right now. Next week, we'll probably do Little Goody Two Shoes on Thursday, and then we'll go from there. We're still debating when we're gonna do the next Lil Guardsman. Since it's going so well. But yeah, so I will be back next Thursday with more Little Goody Two Shoes, and we will solve this new moon puzzle, and it is going to be fantastic. Alrighty. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time as we traverse on a new and exciting voyage together. Okay. Thank you for watching. Bye. Bye. Et blah.